In the Hoosier State, so prized to possession is the old oaken bucket that I heard of a coach who won it for the first time and slept with it that night. From Bloomington to West Lafayette, the fans look to have their say in this in-state showdown. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will take the first swing of the game. The Hoosiers had no problem as they ran away from the Boilermakers the last time they met.
And that was a game Purdue fans want to forget. They made way too many mental errors in that one. It really was Purdue.
Yeah, and I guess Purdue means to produce today if Purdue wants to do something special.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
Off the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And you simply cannot start the game any better if you're on defense. The first two plays of the game, you get a sack. That's how you seize momentum.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Indiana's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Walters. The quick out. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. They're going to stay competitive, and they're going to field the best team program possible heading into next year. here, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. Still running at the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Walters. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old Oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi trophy, so that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee Corso is, too, because he's also the guy that, when he had a lead on Ohio State, called a timeout, brought all of his players on the field, and took a picture in front of it saying Indiana was beating Ohio State.
Fires to the right. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Walters. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891, alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an oaken bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win a bucket. No, but I mean, I think the history of it's cool, but Jesse, when you make it a trophy game, it's just so much more fun. It's so much more energy. It's so cool. You're going to celebrate with it. You're going to go grab it right after the game.
Yeah, and you know both Purdue and Indiana, they're hoping to add a score, a date, the city this game was played in. Someone's adding a P or an I to the old oaken bucket.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Finds a spot in the middle. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career. Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on first down. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge. And the Boilermakers will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the move. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Indiana! Oh, they block it. That's a line ball. He can take it back for two. Draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Smith. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
The short hands, it's Smith.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Off play action. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short infield.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Walters. Oh, it goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Purdue! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on in this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gives it to the back on the draw.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Walters. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in. It's fumbled. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the old Oaken bucket is on the line, and already the Hoosiers and Boilermakers have given us some impressive moments. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Purdue and Indiana plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Boilermakers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. When that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot?
Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Foster. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker up.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right on the money. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Hoosiers are taking control of this game against the Boilers.
IU speeding away now. You can feel the momentum shifting towards Indiana's sideline. Purdue's got to do something now to get some of that back.
Oh, they can feel the bucket in their hands already. The rivalry game, they've done a great job handling their emotion, taking the lead. Now they just got to finish.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And the Boilermakers will call on their punt team. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Picks up the first down. There he goes. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. On the move, it's Brock. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business at fumble recovery. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run the option. Got enough space. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Indiana! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This drive will open from the 15. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it with Wilson. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. The quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. This time